Hey Taurus, welcome to your June 2019 Angel Tarot card readings. I am using the Angel Tarot card deck by Doreen Virtue and the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck. So I've gone ahead and pulled the cards, and as I was tuning into your energy here, the cards weren't coming out very quickly, very easily. So I'm just kind of getting a sense that there's a bit of a roadblock for you, or just a sense that in the month of June, coming into the month of June, this is at the end of May that I'm recording, that that you may just find yourselves kind of in a pattern of being unwilling or unable to either let people in, or to be flexible with certain situations, or to just be challenged by certain people. Certain people are triggering you, and you're finding that you're having to really rein it in so that you don't lose it, so that you don't push people away as a result entirely. But you're just really, the sense that I'm getting is just that you're really just wanting people to kind of leave you alone so you can do your work, so you can do the things that you're interested in, so that you can, it's kind of like you have your mission, you have your vision for what you're looking to do, and you're on a path, and you know, it would be really nice if people would just leave you alone so you can do it. That would actually be great for all of us, wouldn't it? In some cases, and certainly on some days. So let's just see what the cards tell us. But that's a little bit of the energy that I'm getting, and it's challenging for you because obviously people certainly don't let us off the hook that easy. And it would be much simpler to accomplish our goals and to keep our vision top of mind, and to be, in some cases, very creative if we had that opportunity to work on it by ourselves without petty distractions or petty people or drama or chaos that we didn't create and we didn't ask for. And so let's start with that, and then let's see what the cards tell us, and if they're taking us on a different path, or there's some way that we can help manage that in the month of June. So the first card I get is the Five of Water. Things not turning out the way you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. Yeah, that can lead to frustration. That can lead to having disappointments, and feeling like, you know, certain people or things have let you down, or that you've, you know, you were working on situations in one, with one kind of sense of how things were supposed to go, and not having them turn out that way can lead you to just want people to leave you alone for a while. It's funny because in the messages for June, one of the stacks of cards that I had, the first stack, the very first card was the Five of Water. And your sign is the very first sign I'm doing for June, and it's the very first card. So I think there's something to be said here for, likely for all of us to a degree, in the month of June, just feeling a little bit like, you know, if we're not careful, we can focus very heavily on the negative and the things that haven't worked out, and it can pull us away from seeing any possible silver lining. And, you know, what we need to be doing, what would be ideal, is for us to have faith that everything is going to turn out. You know, everything's going to turn out for its greater and best cause. And it's okay for us to be sad about things that we've lost, or things that didn't work out, or things that we're unhappy about, and take that time that we need to process and to heal that. but at the same time, not getting caught up in a pattern that takes us off course completely from what the next steps are, how we can dig ourselves out, and how we can see that, okay, this wasn't the best situation for me. This wasn't the best, maybe this wasn't the opportunity that I was hoping for, or maybe it wasn't the ideal that I had planned out in my mind or planned out in my future. But now I know, and now I can move forward, and now I can move forward knowing that I need to make a change, and actually 5 is the number of change. So I would imagine that for most of you, there will be a certain amount of change that's automatically going to come from either a disappointment or a letdown or a challenge that you've decided to move past and to move forward from, and you want that change to be a positive one, and you want it to be the right move for you. So getting yourselves out of the okay, this didn't work out, nothing's ever going to work out, I'm never going to see the sun, I'm never going to have a positive outcome, and to really turning that emotion, that emotional response and reaction around into seeing the positive of what came out of it. Either, again, you've got an opportunity now to move forward knowing the truth, or you've got an opportunity to shift gears and try a whole new path, or you've got an opportunity to see a person in a new light and really figure out who they truly are, and not just who you wanted them to be or what you wanted to see. And conversely, flipping that around on yourself, and maybe this person needs to see the real you as well, and they need to see what you're really about and who you really are. And this opportunity for you all to change how you're interacting with other people, how you respond to situations. Maybe you were trying to be something that that you thought you needed to be in order to make this situation or this relationship work. And the silver lining here is, hey, I don't have to fake it anymore. I don't have to be somebody that I'm not, and neither do they, because I've already caught them. I've already caught them in a pattern that, was disappointing. But again, now we can move forward from it, be stronger, get stronger as a result, or we can both move on and be in a different place independently. So that will be unique for each of you individuals. We have the 8 of Air, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action, which is right in line with the first card. And, air cards, being up in your head, being nervous, being fearful and worried and concerned. 8 being the number of resources, intimacy, intimate relationships. So this goes right in line with our first card. Yeah, so realizing that you're not trapped, that you do have an opportunity to move forward after finding out this information, or you do have an opportunity to get out of this situation if you're unhappy. And how you respond, believing in yourself and keeping your thoughts positive is really critical to moving forward in a positive, to find that positive alternative that you did not think you were going to have to find, a plan B. But again, the positive side to this is that you've now got an understanding of what it takes to be free and what it takes to be successful at this time, is that you've got the truth of something, of a situation or a person, and now all you have to do is just act. Now all you have to do is just make a decision you know, use your intuition, use the faith that you have in yourself that, you know what, this isn't hopeless. The situation isn't hopeless. I'm not hopeless. You're not a victim, and you're not afraid to take action and do something about this. So again, you're either going to decide, look, I'm done, I'm moving on to a new experience, or okay, I see this person for who they are. I still think we have something that can be worked on here, something that's workable, and I'm not trapped, and they're not trapped, and we're gonna work on this and see if there's another phase or another stage that we can possibly work through. You also get Archangel Azrael, the end of a phase or situation, a spiritual transformation, time to move on. These are all the same messages. So again, right in line with this feeling, as I said at the outset, of being blocked, feeling like you've got obstacles, feeling like you're unwilling to let go of something and be open to new possibilities, new pathways, new opportunities. And this is saying this has to be released so that you can really see the truth. And in order for you to move on, it's, you know, remaining in the same space, in the same situation, being unhappy, is not benefiting you or anybody else. And in some cases, just shaking it off and saying, you know what, I'm adjusting to this change. It might take me some time. I'm not going to rush it, but I'm going to take care of myself during this period of transition, during this time of healing. I'm going to get the support of friends and family. I'm going to face my fears, and I'm going to treat it as a call to evolve spiritually, to grow in ways that I haven't before, and to be open to moving on. You get another Archangel, Haniel, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Jeez. So, I mean, we've gotten the word release twice in the reading. So whatever this is for each of you individually, it will be unique and be different, but it's, whatever this is has to be released, has to be let go. The cards here, 5, 8, 13, and 18, you know, you're moving in the right direction. You're moving in the right, it may not feel like it. Again, it may feel like you're trapped. It may feel like you're stuck. It may feel like you don't have a way out or even a way in, but into something new. But the reality is that you are making progress. Change is going to be inevitable. And I also look at this. So the first card was 5. Your next card was 8. Then 13. 8 and 5 is 13. And then 13 and 5 is 18. So anyway, what I'm pulling up here is that 5, again, being the number of change, really is coming out loud and clear here, that you can try to avoid change, but it's going to happen, and you want to be in control of what that means for you. So you want to be emotionally ready. You want to be physically ready. You want to mentally have your head in this, and you don't want to be caught off guard thinking that you know, something's coming at you and you're not prepared and you don't know what to do when it does, because you've already been disappointed. You've already been let down. So now it's time to figure out, all right, how am I going to handle this? What am I going to do about it? And how am I going to turn it around? We get the synchronicity card. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So yeah, as you're working through these challenges and you're working through these changes and you're working through new opportunities, notice the events and the people that come into your life that are there to help you. Notice the things that your friends and family are recommending or offering you as an opportunity to try another path or get out of the space that you've been in that's that seems dire or that seems negative, and take them up on it. Take people up on opportunities to go travel or to go have a new experience or take a new course or learn something new, something that energizes you and gets you back into the mode of, no, I have faith in myself. I have faith in the future. I have faith that, things are going to work out and this change is going to be good for me. And in the month of June, I'm going to make this my mantra. I'm going to make this my kicking off point for the rest of the year, that great things are going to come to me. Great opportunities are just ahead of me, and all I have to do is be ready and willing to hear them and see them. You get the Mother Healing card. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. So this is interesting, you guys, because I actually got this card as the last card when I did my first pass at the deck, and for some reason I thought, I don't know if this is the card that they're going to need to hear. So I put it back into the deck, and then I reshuffled and I reshuffled and shuffled again and had this card down, so I haven't seen it until now. So you're definitely supposed to get this card. So there is a possibility that you have been disappointed in a family relationship, that you have been disappointed by a mother figure, by a female figure, by someone that was a nurturer in your life. It could be a role model, an aunt, or a female boss or a female teacher, somebody who really had a motherly, mothering type instinct towards you, and somebody that you really saw in that way, and that you've had to kind of take a step back and say, maybe they're not who I thought they were, or maybe our relationship has changed, or I'm disappointed because, and, just having an appreciation for the experience that you had, and understand that whatever situation you're in, it can be healed in ways that you don't expect and don't anticipate. So don't concern yourself with how that looks or how that happens, but just be, at this point, with all the messages around releasing, just be cognizant that the most important thing you need to do and concentrate on is to be releasing any lower level negative energies associated with your mother or this mother figure. And this could also be related to how you maybe are disappointed in the way you've handled yourself. You've handled some mothering skill yourself, or if you have children or you're responsible for children in some way, there could be some disappointment that you're turning around on yourself. So just be willing to forgive, be willing to release, be willing to kind of clean out the negativity connected to your mother or your mothering instincts or this mother figure, and be willing and able to bring in healing energy and let that be the most important part of how you work through the process. This also can be, again, just related to females in general. This has a very female-centric feel to me. I mean, the moon obviously is a female sign, and the general sense here that I'm getting is just working with females, relationships with females. If you're a female, the relationship to how you handle females or how you are handling your feminine expression. So just sit with that and really be willing to acknowledge what it is that you're getting in terms of insights or intuition, and understand there can definitely be more going on behind the scenes, and all you have to do is just work on releasing fears that hold you back from that healing that you need. All right, so I hope that was valuable. If you would like a personal reading from me, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.